free of charge that you have to display on your scooter. Scooters in general, I'd say, are safe if they're used for what purpose they're actually designed for. I mean, I've gone out to people that have got, in my opinion, illnesses or disabilities that it's a case of they shouldn't be on a scooter at all.
The highway code has changed significantly in the last few years. There is new rules and regulations that you must be aware of.
I've been out to one lady that couldn't even see me from 3 feet away when she actually opened the door.
Make sure you have good vision. Obviously be aware of your spatial awareness. You may need more room than you actually expect to be able to turn 360 degrees.
Certainly don't travel at 8 miles an hour on a pavement, which people do. Don't go out in very wet weather. Just leaving a scooter out overnight in damp weather can cause it to be erratic. Don't overload it. If you need more space, get a bag that goes on over the back of the seat. Another safety tip, don't go to the pub on scooter, which a lot of people do. A lot of people, I've had people in here where the front of scooter's smashed in. No, it won't way home from pub after 10 pints. And you won't get away with it in car, would you? It's always emphasised with drop curbs, to hit them head on, never hit them at an angle. Same with the smaller 3-wheel scooters. You go up a drop curb at an angle, you'll tip it over. You take a corner too fast, same again, you'll tip it over. No, we don't recommend children driving these, no. I'd say the main safety tip would be to make sure your scooter's serviced regularly in the same way your car is. Literally everything's checked from, like I said earlier, your batteries, even down to tyre pressures.
I mean, it doesn't cost you anything to show a bit of patience. And it's always nice to think you can, well, people like to think you respect their right of way just as yours, you know. And it doesn't cost you anything to speak to people.
I've had my mobility scooter 18 months. I've just had it serviced, and I think I've really seen that it makes a difference.
Well, if you're just getting a scooter, keep it to the speed that you know you can handle with comfort.
Make sure you've got some wet weather gear with you.
Really get into the habit of basically keeping the keys with you. Don't put the keys in the scooter before you get onto the scooter. Get onto the scooter, get comfortable first, then put the keys in and switch it on.
You've got to be patient because it's no good round with, especially youngsters, because it gets you nowhere.
And same as when you're getting off the scooter, turn it off, remove the keys, then get off the scooter. If the scooter's not in use for say 5 minutes, it will power down itself. And they've gone to move again and, oh, I broke down. Where in actual fact, all they have to do is turn the key off, turn it back on, and it resets the scooter basically.
If there is available a training programme, please go on the training programme. Ultimately, keep yourself safe.
One old lady going down the A1, basically pulled up by the police. What are you doing on a motorway? Well, there's no drop curbs. Another example of no idea at highway codes, just thinking it's an easier, quicker route.
Another one with the customer, he used his scooter to go fishing, which again brought back normality to what he was trying to do. Unfortunately, he'd left it switched on and he was trying to reel in a fish and caught the button, and actually him and the scooter both ended up in the river. So there was no damage done to him, and it was insured, and therefore he did get a new scooter. But nevertheless, it was quite a funny story at the time. For fishing, what we would recommend is obviously you switch the scooter off, or for any activity of this nature. Even if you're talking to somebody, switch the scooter off, so you can then turn the seat to address the person you're talking to face on, like we'd all like to talk to people. But of course, by having the scooter switched on, there is that danger that you could just inadvertently catch it and end up in the back of somebody else. So clearly, you must switch it off. Yeah.
You know, one time we were travelling up a steep hill in Scarborough, and as quite often happens, when my wife gets a bit tired, she hangs onto the back of my scooter, and I sort of tend to tow her a little bit and give her a little bit of assistance. But on this occasion, obviously that was a bit too much for the scooter, and the electronic cutout operated, which shuts down the scooter immediately and applies the brake, so you're then stuck and you have to wait there then until you can actually reset the scooter so that you can then drive off. Consequently, we don't do that anymore. We don't actually give her a lift on the although it's only a helping hand when she's tired.
Many years ago, I was actually a stationary position in the opposing traffic. I did actually see a mobility scooter user on the near side of the lane at a set of traffic lights, and quite a high-powered vehicle drew alongside this mobility scooter. It was quite a young chap on the mobility scooter, and I had sort of a sixth sense and thought, this guy's never going to drag race this quite powerful sports car. When the lights actually changed, he did. He tried to out-drag this high-powered sports car. Obviously there was only going to be one winner, and it wasn't the mobility scooter. So, you know, let's get real. Let's not try and race cars.
It is a good thing. They're a good thing if they're used for what they're meant for. They are a good thing.
So it's about freedom. It's about having the ability to go and do things for yourself rather than being reliant on other people. So it's about independence.
Just be careful. Remember, the other people on the pavement don't know you're there sometimes. And I don't know if they've ever told you, but they say hooters on these things. I've set traps with louder bloody minds.
It helps me to go to college, you know, so I can get about easy with going to college because I can't walk too far.
Well, it does make your life a bit better to get about. And as long as you've got use your common sense again, you'll get there with comfort, with no mishaps.
So they can bring so much to people's lives, so much openness, and so much ability to actually relive a very normal existence.
Owning and using a mobility scooter can give you a real sense of liberty and freedom. But with that freedom comes responsibility and awareness. When buying a scooter, make sure you buy the one that most suits your needs. And be aware of everything that's going on around you. It's important to be safe and be seen. Your safety is most important, so please remember the advice in this program. Drive sensibly and safely. When on the road, drive on the left-hand side. Observe the highway code. Make yourself clearly visible. Be aware of your surroundings. Plan your journey thoroughly. Always use dropped curbs. Pedestrians always have right of way. And charge your batteries regularly.